everybody. Welcome back for our second week of online training. Hopefully the weekend wasn't too smoke-filled for you because you stayed indoors. And since you've been indoors all weekend, you want to get moving a little bit. So this is our first Monday, and what we're going to start with is total body. Most of the exercises you'll see and be doing, you'll know them from last week. And for those this is your first time joining and you need a reference point, maybe a little more practice at it, go back to that previous week, and you can catch up pretty quick on that. So anyways, let's get into the warm-up. What we're going to do is I'm going to come down to my mat, down onto all fours, and we're going to do a T-spine rotation. And you'll remember when we did rock backs on Thursday, I'm going to come back into like this half child's pose, reaching my arms out. I should feel a little bit of a stretch in my lower back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right arm, I'm going to put it up by my ear, and I'm going to try and touch my left elbow, and then I'm going to turn and twist and try and point my elbow to the sky. Again, coming across, let the torso and everything follow that right elbow, and then turn up to the sky. That's 2. We're going to do 3 more. Coming up, twist to the sky. Now you only go as far as you're comfortable with this, between your lower back and your thoracic spine. That's where the T-spine comes from. This can get a little tight. All right, last one. Coming back to center, I'm going to put my right arm down, taking my left arm up to my ear. Again, I'm going to try and touch my left elbow to my right elbow arm area. From there, twist and try and turn up to the sky. Back down, left elbow across, coming up. You'll find that one side is going to be more flexible than the other. For me, my right side, I have quite a bit more mobility than my left, but it still feels really nice. Coming into our last rep, twisting up to the sky, and go ahead and relax. From there, we're going to go into downward dog. To start that from all fours, I'm just going to go into a high plank. For this part of the downward dog, my feet are going to be shoulder width apart or slightly narrower, and then we'll go from there. So I'm in my high plank here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push with my palms and pike, driving my hips into the sky. Coming back to high plank, hold, pushing with your elbows, drive those hips to the sky. Coming down, high plank, hold. Pushing with my palms, back. Coming to that high plank. Going into this next rep, we're going to push back with our palms. You're going to hold, bend your right knee just a little bit, drive that left heel into the ground. Go ahead and straighten both legs, bend the left knee, straighten that right, drive the heel to the ground. Go ahead and straighten both legs, come down, high plank, hold, push back, last time. Again, bending the right leg, straightening the left, driving that left heel into the ground. Go ahead and straighten both legs, bending the left, driving that right into the ground. Go ahead and straighten both legs and come back to high plank onto your knees, and we're going to take a little bit of a break. This next exercise I have for you is going to be, it'll be a downward dog. If Um, for downward dog, the feet are going to be wider apart. If you want to just stick with the downward dog to high plank, that's perfectly good. If you want to take up the intensity, make it a little harder for yourself, you're going to be doing toe touches. Now I'm going to demonstrate it first, then I'll come down to all fours and get us all started together. So from my high plank and my downward dog, I'm going to widen my stance a little bit here. From this point, when I go back, okay, that's the downward dog. Now, here's a toe touch. Right to left, left to right. Okay? I'm still driving my heels to the ground as I go into my downward dog and just touch. Okay? So we'll do 2 regular downward dogs, and then we're gonna go for 3 on each side with a toe touch. All right? So coming into our high plank, good wide stance. So we'll do 2 regular downward dogs. Ready? Pushing back, hold, relax, come forward, pushing back, hold, coming forward, high plank, now your toe touches. Pushing back, right to left, come to high plank. Pushing back, left to right. High plank, that's 1. Pushing back, right to left. High plank, pushing back, right to left, or left to right. That's 2. Pushing back, hips up, right to left. Coming down, last rep. Left to right, come down and relax. Bring the knees down, good job. That form of a downward dog is probably my favorite. It really gets my shoulders and my hips opened up for whatever else we have going on today. From there, I'm gonna put my mat to the side. We do not need mats, we're gonna be up for most of this. You are going to want to keep your mat around because there is going to be a core aspect of part of the circuits we have today. So next, it's going to be a quad pull. If you need a wall or a chair to help keep balance, go for it. But again, pull, relax, pull, relax, pull. That's 2 right, 2, going for 3, going for 3, 4, pull. If you're finding you need something a little deeper, you can give yourself a little tabletop. When you go for your pull, just bring your hips forward a little bit. Pull, last 1, pull, and pull, and relax. Last warm up is just a knee pull. Same thing, we're going to be doing 6 reps on each side. Pull, pull, that's 1, going 2, 2, and I'm wrapping same arm, same side, and then having the opposite arm come across the shin to pull. And that's 4, going 5, 5, 6, last 1, 6, and go ahead and relax. Nice job, good work. There's our warm up, and now we're going to break into circuit. Go ahead and grab a little bit of water. All right, so how this will work, ultimately if we get there, there's going to be 3 rounds. Each round has 4 exercises. For the first part, for the first set of round, I'm going to walk through it with you guys. So that set's going to take a little bit longer. And then after that, how it'll work is each exercise, you're going to be doing 20 seconds of work and approximately 10 seconds of rest. The time it takes to kind of segue from exercise to exercise is the rest. After the 4 exercises we do, I'll say, time out, take a break, grab some water, good job. And we'll take about anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to recover and then go back into it. The object of it is to just segue, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Each exercise will target a different part of the body. So how it kind of works is we'll start with our legs, and then our legs get to take a break until the next round. Same with the upper body. So it's not a lot of compound movements yet where we're doing upper and lower together. That's coming in the future weeks. So let's get into round 1. The exercises, you're going to be doing squats, 90-degree push-up with a T rotation, bent over row, and a plank body saw. So for the first one, break down on a squat, feet shoulder width apart. Coming down, notice my feet are on the ground. I'm not up on my toes. Nice and flat, driving with the whole foot, standing tall. Something that'll help, squeeze the shoulders or squeeze your back a little bit, tighten your core, and bend only from the hips. When the hips move, the knees are allowed to bend. Okay? That's your squat. You just go as low as it's comfortable. And like we did last week, if you're more comfortable doing box squats or a chair squat, again, that's completely acceptable. Totally fair game. That's how you make these workouts your own, is work within your comfort zone. 90-degree push-up. Just go into those. 90-degree push-up with a rotation. I go down to 90, rotate, 90, rotate. Okay. After that, bent over rows. You can use a backpack or you can just use body weight. That's up to you. Again, feet shoulder width apart, bending only from the hips. You can slightly bend your knees. I come over nice and flat, and there's your bent over row. Remember, squeeze those shoulder blades together. I'll be saying that cue quite a bit. Okay. And the last exercise is a plank body saw. You're going to come down to a plank position, nice and flat. Push with the toes, elbows, toes, elbows, toes, elbows. Okay? If your elbows are a little sore, you can also do these from a high plank. Okay? So, those are the 4 exercises for round 1. I've got the stopwatch running. I'll let us know when 20 seconds hits. And we're going to begin. We'll go starting with squats. And this is at your own pace. When you do squats or any of your body weight exercises, control yourself. Don't just drop. Let your muscles do the work so that you're in control all the time and it's not going on the joints. Let the muscles do the work. All right? So feet shoulder width apart, starting with squats. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice and steady. Notice my pace, I'm not going too crazy. I'm still kind of figuring out how my body's going to react to this because I still have 2 more rounds. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and relax. From there, we're going to go to our T with a 90-degree push-up. Coming down. Go ahead and take a high plank position. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin, 90, up, rotate, down, 90, opposite arm, and you're on your own. You got 10 seconds to go. Keep pushing, stay with it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. From there, we come up, going to our bent over row. I'm going to use my backpack for this. Good deep breath. And we'll begin. 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice flat back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Think of getting those elbows back past the torso. Not around the torso, just back. Behind it. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and set your backpack down. Take a little breather. Next is that plank body saw. Okay? And that's either from a high plank or from the elbows. Wherever you're comfortable. I'm going to start this round on my elbows. And we'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Start your body saw. Toes, elbows. Toes, elbows. Toes, elbows. Toes, elbows. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a break. Punch the clock a little bit. That's round number 1. Good job. Or I should say set number 1 of round 1. We've got 2 more sets. And then we go into the next cluster of 4. Again, how I kind of have this set up right now for the total body is that it kind of reinforces what you learned last week. And also introduces you to circuits. I like circuits because it helps to get the heart rate up while getting a little bit of muscle burn. Definitely different than just straight lifting. And there's different variations of circuits. It's where you get into like HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training, and LIT, and boot camps. There's all kinds of things out there. We got about 20 seconds. I like to give a good rest in between my rounds. Let my heart rate really come down. So I don't lose the intensity while I'm doing the work. Once the intensity starts to slide, you might not go as low in your squats, and you kind of let a few things go. And we don't want to do that. We want to keep the quality high. So give ourselves a little bit of extra rest. Go ahead and get ready. In this round, we're going to go a little quicker into each exercise. We'll go 3, 2, 1, starting with squats. Begin at your own pace, but make sure you control yourself going down and coming up. Good steady pace. I'm at about 1.5 to 2 seconds. Going down to up. Last one, 3, 2, 1, and relax. From there, going to our 90-degree push-up with T-rotation. Go ahead and get in your high plank. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. 90-degree push-up, rotate. 90-degree push-up, opposite arm. You're on your own. Nice and steady. You got 5 seconds. Hang in there. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good deep breaths in between. Going to our bent over row. Grabbing my backpack. Getting ready. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and begin. Start your rows. Again, control. Feel that squeeze and lower that weight nice and controlled. Don't make it a jerky movement. Good and steady all the way through. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Last exercise. Back to our low plank, high plank. However you're comfortable. Just for demonstration, I'll do this from high plank this time. Go 3, 2, 1, begin, toes, push, toes, push, toes, on your own. 10 seconds. Good steady pace. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath through these exercises. Let your breath help you. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And that's our second set. Go ahead and grab some water. Towel off in my case. When you start getting tired with these exercises, what you can start doing is cutting some of the range of motion out. So you'll find, oh, the squats, you know, I don't have as much control as I go down, so you might not go quite as low, or you might switch to a box squat, and you're still getting the work done that way. Taxing the legs. But over time, you'll build up the work capacity to where, you know, 20 seconds is going to be cracking. All right? So, got about 20 seconds to go, and we'll get into our third set. After this third set, we'll take a little break. While you guys are taking a break, I'll break down the next exercises. 5 seconds. Starting with our squats again. 3, 2, 1, begin. Kicking it off. Personally, I like my last set of squats because I'm completely warmed up now. My hips are agreeing with me. But notice, my heels are still staying in contact with the ground. I'm driving with my whole foot when I come out. As my legs get tired, I'm driving my knees out to stay over my ankles. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Down to high plank, to 90-degree push-ups. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1, begin at your own pace. 90, rotate. 90, rotate. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Keep your pace. Work all the way through. 3, 2, 1. Relax. From there, coming up, going to our bent over row. Place my backpack. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Start your rows. Squeeze. Remember, get those elbows back behind your torso. Think of driving a steering wheel, pulling those elbows back, trying to feel the palms of your hands along the sides of your torso. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming down, last plank body saw. I'll go back to low plank. 3, 2, 1. Kick it off at your own pace. 10 seconds. Keep working. Hang on to it. Make sure you're breathing. Go 3, 2, 1, and relax. Punch the clock. Nice work. That's round 1. Woo! Gotta like round 1. Round 1 down. Working into our second round. I'm gonna grab a little water. You guys just recover at this point, and I'll break down round 2. Okay? So, round 1 was our warm-up. So now we're going to break into squat jumps. Now, remember squat jumps? I don't need you to go down into a full squat to jump. Kind of a low athletic stance is what you're thinking of. If I slightly bend my hips and knees and just go slightly lower. I'm gonna use my arms for this. Drive my arms back, reach, down, down. Okay? Same idea with squats. You wanna make sure your hips are back. And when you first push off, you push off with the whole foot coming onto the balls of the feet. All right? When you land, vice versa, ball of the foot down to the whole foot and reload. After that, it's a push pulse. And this is kind of a cheating push-up. So only a little push-up, not a full one. How it'll work is you're just gonna do a little shock absorber. Okay? And that's kind of how you look at this, is a little shock absorber. Okay? After that, we're gonna do an upright row. And this is a new exercise for us. We didn't do these last week. So this is something you can do body weight and just learn the motion first, and then add in a backpack, water bottles, however, whatever you can do to pull. All an upright row is I put my hands on my hips. I usually point my thumbs down because it kind of helps and guides that my thumbs want to stay down. My elbows want to be higher than my wrists through this. What happens is if you don't have the mobility in the shoulder, what will happen is you'll come here, all right? And as far as the upright row goes, once your wrists meet your elbows, that's as high as you're going. Some people, you might only get to the bottom of your rib cage, and then you relax, pull, relax. But it's the same idea. I'm using my shoulders to pull. I'm not just trying to pull with my arms. I'm squeezing my traps to make this movement happen, okay? So from here, as long as I have the mobility, that's about as high as I want to go. I'm going to probably do these with body weight just so we can see that I'm making a V. Maybe the last set I'll grab a bag for that. But that's an upright row. And then we have Russian twists, med ball twists, I call them oblique twists. You can have your feet on the ground. Some people are going to want to have their feet up. My feet are going to be on the ground. If you want to add intensity, by all means, bring the feet up. Some people feel comfortable crossing to make this happen. And all you're going to do is you're just going to shift side to side. If I use a backpack, I just try to reach where it's comfortable though, okay? I don't want to see lean over. A med ball twist or a backpack twist, the tendency is to throw yourself into it, and you want to control. So that'll probably slow your reps down a little. So let's get into this. That's your breakdown. We'll go a little quicker for round one. We're going to start with squat jumps. 20 seconds apiece. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. At your own pace. Ten seconds. Keep it going, stay with it, hang in there. 3, 2, 1, relax. Grab a little bit of air, heading down to your high plank. Remember, these are cheating push-ups, just little ones, little push pulses. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin your little shock absorber. Just a nice steady pace, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Going from there to your upright rows. Remember, wrists stay lower than the elbows. If you want to, for those that have done this exercise before, you can use a backpack or a water bottle. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Notice my pace. I'm not ripping these. I want to protect my shoulders, making sure I'm staying upright. I'm not falling forward, and I'm not leaning back. If I start getting tired, I might cut my range of motion down. Okay? 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming down to seated position, legs up or on the ground. We're gonna start our twists. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Start your twist. This is at your own pace. I'm just using body weight for this set. If you want to add a little bit of weight, you can. Just make sure you control it. 5 seconds. Stay with it. You're doing awesome. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Boom. Round 1. Set 1. In the books. Grab some water. Get some air. Just recover. Always want it to where, you don't want to be doing too much in between. Just to make sure that heart rate comes down and we can keep that intensity when we're working. About halfway through our rest. It seems like a long time. If you put a heart rate monitor, you'd be amazed on how long it actually does take to get your heart rate back down. Some of us go a little quicker than others, but I at least try to give you a minute. There's going to be other days where you won't get as much time when we're doing a little more activity in between. Go ahead and get ready. We're going to start with squat jumps. Second set. 3, 2, 1, begin at your own pace. Don't sacrifice form though. If you need to cut down on the range of motion, please do. Back stays straight, pushing off on that whole foot. Knees over the ankles. 3, 2, 1, and relax. From there, going to our push pulse. Coming down to our high plank. Getting ready. Remember, just little shock absorbers. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and begin. Now, if your chest and shoulders get burned out, feel free to take it down to the knees and still pop in your push pulse. Whether it's from here or here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming back up, getting ready. Upright row. Thinking standing tall, engage the core, wrists stay lower than the elbows. Okay, get that V. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice and steady. Notice I'm not making this a jerky motion. I'm just seeing where my range of motion is and where it feels good in my shoulders and in my traps. You'll get the rear delts a little bit here too. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming back down to a seated position into our Russian twist. Okay? Remember, control the whole way. 3, 2, 1, begin. Your own pace. If you want to have your feet up, you can go for it. I get a little out of control when I do that. I flop like a fish. We go 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming up, good job, nice work. That's set number 2 in the books, put it away. We got one more to go, and then we'll move on to our third and final round. Again, letting that heart rate come down. You know, this is something where if you have a room you can walk around in, that's something you can do. nothing too intense. The intense part happens while we're doing the work. When those rounds are going on, that's where you want it to happen, not on your rest time. And taking it away to where you diminish what you can do during that round, that's the bread and butter. The rest makes all that happen. So 10 seconds going into our last round. Good deep breaths, coming, getting ready for our squat jumps. We'll go 3, 2, 1, your own pace, begin. Good and steady, quality reps. Let yourself reset before you go into the next jump. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming down, heading for our push pulse. Again, shock absorber, and if you need to come to the knees, by all means, hit the knees. All right? No rules as far as high plank and knees when you're tired. 3, 2, 1, begin. Not too deep. Still breathing. 5 seconds. Stay with me. Hang on to it. Burning it out. And relax. Good job. Nice work. Sucking a little air for the last set. I'll use my backpack for my upright rows. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Begin. Notice I'm still wrists, elbows, and I'm at a really steady pace. Upright rows aren't where the speed comes from. If we switch to like a jump squat, which we'll get into later, maybe some single arm cleans, you'll see that this pull happens a little more explosively. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming down, Russian twist. Last one, last set of twists. 3, 2, 1, kick it off. Control. Look for that range of motion. Go as far as you can without losing control. Still breathing. Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, nice work. There it is. Round number 2 in the books. We got one more round to go. Again, you guys take a break. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna walk through the last set, okay? Keeping in mind, we're gonna try and take up that intensity. So we're gonna start with reverse lunges. Your first 20 seconds is gonna be on your right leg, okay? Right, right. Okay, after 20 seconds of that, you're gonna go to your left leg and get 20. You'll find that the intensity goes up pretty high when you're not allowed to switch legs. Once you get to the point where, I don't know if I want to be doing one leg at a time, shift it back. You'll do each 20-second set switching legs. So once your legs are toasted, you start switching from here. When it feels like you don't want to get any more range of motion out of it, like, I don't want to go down that low anymore, then don't. You can come to an athletic stance. So if I'm in an athletic stance, I can lunge from there. Everything still gets activated and it crosses over into most of the sports and activities we do. After your reverse lunges, you're gonna do the protract, retract, push-up. And again, we're not going down or going anywhere towards the ground. I'm just using my shoulders to push this, okay? So from a high plank protract, retract, protract, retract. Okay? At your own pace. And then the last exercise is a plank jack. And all it is, I'll do it standing up real quick. All I'm doing is this. In a plank position, if you don't want to jump with it, you can step out and in. So from the ground, how it looks, and this can be high plank or low plank. I'm in a low plank right now. Plank jack, stepping. All right? So try to make that one your own. Feel your body out on whether you want to jack it or step it. Both ways, still get those obliques going and a little bit of your hip adductors. Okay, so getting ready, good deep breaths. We're starting with a reverse lunge. I'm going to start with my right leg, either or, it's up to you, or if your legs are tired, shift, both. So right leg, for me, we'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Just standing tall. I'm not coming up onto the ball of my foot or anything. I'm just standing. I am using my arms a little bit. If you were to jump, it'd be called a knee drive. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shifting weight onto the opposite leg. 3, 2, 1, begin. And I'll tell you, in a few weeks, we'll add in the knee drive. We want to walk tomorrow, so we're going to let those go and just crank in reverse lunges. Especially by now with the squats and the squat jumps, get a little taxing. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming down to the ground. Again, protract, retract, push up. All right? Just that little shoulder motion. We'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Retract, protract, retract, protract. Notice I'm not cranking these out either. I really want to feel that range of motion in my shoulders. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a little break. Get ready. Plank jacks. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Good steady pace. Something you can maintain. And remember, you're breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Boom. Set number 1 in the books. Let the rest begin. Water. Good deep breath. All these exercises, you want to make sure you're using your breath. Over time, with the core, especially holding your breath versus inhaling and exhaling, after a few weeks of inhale and exhalation, you're going to feel a heck of a lot more stable. You also, you're not going to run out of oxygen. You still get that exchange going. Hold your breath. It can only happen so long before we just get wiped out. So remember to breathe. You got 10 seconds. Starting with our reverse lunge. Again, I'm going to start with my right leg. 3, 2, 1. Set number 2, begin. Good steady pace. If you need to take some of the range of motion out, please do. If you start falling forward or leaning back, doing something, falling to the sides. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Switch legs. Give yourself just a little sec. Just a spell. We'll go 3, 2, 1, opposite leg, begin. Again, nice and upright. Trying to keep my knee over my ankle. Not falling forward. 5 seconds. Keep that pace. Keep moving. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Going to our protract, retract push-ups. Again, this isn't a motion that you can really bang them out. You want to feel that protraction. You want to feel that shoulder articulation for the retraction. All right, we'll go 3, 2, 1, begin, second set. Nice and steady. Some of that work we did last week into this week, over time, when we do go to full push-ups, it's going to be a beautiful thing. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and relax. From there, we go into our plank jack. Again, if you find that on your elbows start getting tired, do it from a high plank. And if it still gets a little too intense, you can do them off a chair, off a wall, your couch, bed, anything to make the intensity appropriate. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, begin. Do not hold your breath through this exercise. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, nice work. Beautiful. And check it out, that's our last break. Going into our final set. That's a lot of work for 45, 50 minutes session, right? That's an awesome job. But you'll notice circuits feel a little bit different than what we did last week with sets and reps. I find sets and reps I don't need to take as long of a rest. That's where it can become more of a weight-bearing exercise. But circuits allows us to cut loose, let the heart rate go, get a little bit of anaerobic work in. So it's good stuff. Let's go ahead and get ready. Coming back. Again, I'm starting on right leg. 3, 2, 1. Last set. Let's go. Kick it off. Begin. Nice and strong. These are your last 2 leg sets. After this, no more legs. It's awesome. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give yourself a sec. Good deep breath. Last leg exercise. Don't have to touch them anymore. 3, 2, 1, begin. Go for it. Reverse lunge. Stay strong. Last 20 seconds of legs. Last 10 seconds of legs. Hang in there. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Going down. Last set of push-ups. Remember, it's that protract, retract. And this is one you can also do from your knees when you get tired. No rules. Finding what's appropriate for us. 3, 2, 1, begin. High plank. Retract, protract. Good quality reps. Feel that articulation and range of motion. 5 seconds. Hang in there. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Giving ourselves a little break on our shoulders before we do our last plank jack. This is amazing. 3 rounds. You guys are awesome. Going into our last exercise. Plank jacks or step outs. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Get after it. Same intensity as before. Last exercise. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. Punch the clock. Beautiful work. Oh, that was an awesome round. Good way to start off a Monday, especially when it's smoky outside and we can't play out there right now. So that is total body. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to go back into change of direction and a little bit of plyometrics. Kind of build on what we did last Tuesday. And you know, as the weeks progress on, we'll keep rolling with this. So anyways, thank you for joining us. It was awesome to have you here. If you can, post a little photo of you doing some of this work on Owls News with the hashtag Jeremy Strong. You can always email me with questions, comments, concerns at coachwhalen@overlake.org. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from you guys and see you tomorrow. Take care.